Hi guys, Colin here, and today I want to talk to you about some of my tried and true methods of getting more reviews for your online business. So reviews are extremely important in the modern world, and especially for online businesses. It's going to help you build social proof, so people are going to trust you, your website, your business more when you have reviews versus if you don't. And there's also secondary benefits where this can actually improve your SEO, especially compared to your competitors, as you start to build more and more of those reviews. So it's very important that you're consistently working at getting more reviews. Now, there are a couple different reviews and a couple different types of reviews and a couple different places where you can gather those. So first is business reviews. So business reviews is for your overall company. And you can gather these on places like Google My Business, as well as Facebook. And there are, of course, many others, but those are the two that I've mostly focused on. And Google My Business in particular, more so than Facebook. But you want to make sure that you at least have a couple on there, so when people go to your Facebook page, they're going to trust you. Product reviews, on the other hand, are specific products or specific reviews that people will see for the products once they've already landed on your page and they're looking at a product. So it's one thing for a customer to read the copy on your product page and hear about all the great things about it. It's a whole nother to hear in another customer's own words how good a product actually is. So both business reviews and product reviews are extremely important, and you should be constantly working to get more. Now, I have a couple strategies that have worked very well for me. So I've been able to get over 55 Google My Business reviews and over 180 product reviews, some of which through very simple, free manual processes and some through paid ones. It's important when you're starting out, just focus on some of the free stuff and just make sure you're constantly working towards getting more and more reviews, and don't be afraid to ask. So with that, let's jump into some of my recommendations. So one of the easiest ways for you to get reviews for your business is to simply email a customer and ask. There's no harm in asking. You may actually be surprised how often people will say yes. Now, when you send these emails, you want to ideally reach out to somebody who maybe you have spoke to before. Maybe they've purchased from you a couple times. You've been able to solve some of their problems. There's a higher likelihood that you know that this person in particular has had a good experience. And so when you do reach out to them, you want to make sure that it is as simple and easy as possible to get the review. So you don't want to just send a blanket email saying, will you write me a review? You actually want to link directly to the URL for where you want them to write that review. You don't want them to, search into Google. Maybe they misspell your name. Worst case, they actually find one of your competitors. So this is why you want to make it as simple as possible for them to start typing for your business a good review. And I will actually include in the description the exact script that I use. The only thing that you shouldn't do is be asking for a 5-star or particular rating. So just make sure you're asking your customer for an honest review. Don't be pushy. If they don't respond, that's fine. If they do, great. Another great way to get more reviews when you're first starting is to pick up the phone and call customers. So I personally did this within about 4 or 5 days. When I know a customer has received their product, I will actually pick up the phone, personally call the customer, and ask them how their experience with the product is. So you ask, do they have any questions? Are they running into any problems? Right then and there, live, while you're on the phone with them, help troubleshoot any questions or any problems that they're having. So there's two benefits to this. One is it'll help you build a relationship with your customers. So you can actually have a conversation with them and they'll get to know you and that you genuinely care about them having success with the product. Two is you'll be able to solve their problems if they have any instantly or right there on the phone. And this will help you stand out because a lot of online stores aren't going to do something like this. So again, don't be afraid to pick up the phone, call them, and once you've been able to potentially troubleshoot any of their problems, or maybe they ask you to call them back once they've been able to work more with the product, at that point you can simply ask, I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind leaving us a review on Google. And I could even send you an email directly with a link for where you can do that. But again, highly recommend actually picking up the phone, talking to customers, because there's so many benefits to it, and it will help you both ensure your customers are having a better experience with their product and can help you get more reviews. So the last thing that I want to mention is automation. So the first two that I'm mentioning, actually personally emailing customers or personally calling customers, is labor or time intensive. It's going to take you some time to type up those emails and actually reach out or talk on the phone with those customers. But other than your phone bill, which you should already have, they're both completely going to be free. The last one, automation, there may be a bit of an investment. So once you start to scale, you have more customers, you have more orders coming through, personally calling everybody or personally emailing everybody will take a lot of time. But if you use automation to help you with this process, it can start to snowball very quickly. So in the past, I've used an app, a Shopify app called judge.me to completely automate the process, email marketing, and asking for reviews. Now, one of the great things about judge.me is it's completely customizable. So you can adjust what the copy is in that email, what the subject line is, how long after a customer receives their order when you do send that initial email. Also, it can even do follow-up. So if they don't respond to the first email, it can send a second. And what you want to do is test these different things to see what is giving you the highest conversion rate, in this case, to get a review. So automation is a fantastic way, again, to help get you a lot of reviews and get that process snowballing, but there will be a cost to this. And again, my experience with Judge.me was fantastic for doing exactly that. I was able to get over 180 product reviews with the app. So I highly suggest it, or using something similar. There are a lot of different apps in the Shopify store to help automate that process, and using it is well worth the investment. So there you go. Those are my tried and true methods for getting more reviews for your business. I've personally used these to get over 55 Google My Business reviews and over 180 product reviews. They're very simple. Phone calls, emails, especially when you're first starting out, to get those initial few going, help build social proof and improve your SEO. And then once you get going, you can invest in something like Judge.me or something similar to help automate that process. But again, always be working towards business reviews and product reviews, and this will drastically help you in getting more sales and growing your business. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.